Hi, this is Wayne, Sears PartsDirect. Today we're going to talk about getting your snowblower ready for that first big snowstorm of the year. You know it's coming. Before you start, park your snowblower on a level surface. Remove the key and disconnect the spark plug wire. If you've got any fuel left in the tank from last year, drain it. Use extreme care when handling gasoline. Work in a well-ventilated area free of open flame or sparks. Fresh, clean fuel is a must. Oil gas absorbs moisture when it sits for a long time in the fuel tank or in your gas can. Unless you've used a fuel stabilizer, gas will go bad in about 6 months. Dirty gas can clog the fuel filter in your tank, so you'll also want to take a look and replace it if it's old or clogged. Most owner's manuals recommend changing the fuel filter at the start of every season. Here's a video that will show you how to change your fuel filter. While you're in there, take a look at the fuel line and make sure there's no cracks and it's still flexible and soft. Replace the fuel line if it's cracked or broken. Here's a video showing you how. Spark plugs should also be replaced once per season. So if you know your spark plug is from last year, you'll probably want to replace it. Here's a video to show you how to replace and set the gap on a spark plug. Now let's talk about oil. Oil lubricates the engine parts and helps cool the cylinder. Oil is another thing you're going to want to change at least once a season. This video will walk you through changing the oil on a snowblower. Don't forget to take that old oil to your local oil recycling station. Next, we'll lubricate the auger shaft and bearings to keep that auger from seizing up in the dead of winter. Remove all the shear pins on the auger shaft. Spray a light coating of silicone lubricant inside the shaft and around the spacers and flange bearings. Inspect the shear pins for wear or damage and replace them if necessary. Reinstall the shear pins and secure them with the cotter pins. Next, let's check out your wheels and tires. Carefully tilt the snowblower on its nose. Make sure your fuel tank is empty. Use a socket wrench to remove the first wheel. Clean and coat the axle with multi-purpose automotive grease to keep it from rusting up. Reinstall the wheel and secure it back on the axle. Repeat the process on the other wheel. Now we'll use a pressure gauge to check the air pressure in each tire. Press the gauge down on the valve stem to check the pressure and compare it to the recommended PSI found on the tire sidewall. Inflate or deflate the tires as necessary. You're also going to want to check out both of your skid shoes. The skid shoes protect the shave plate from damage. The entire bottom surface of the skid shoe should be touching the ground. If it's not, you'll need to adjust it. This video will show you how. If your skid shoe is worn down to the point where your shave plate hits the pavement, either flip it over or replace it. Here's another video with more details. Next, you'll want to clean off any dust or dirt from the auger control and drive control pivots. Spray both of these pivots with lubricant. Then you'll need to do the same to the auger cable bracket at the bottom of the snowblower. You'll also want to lubricate the drive hex shaft. This video will walk you through that process. Now that you've got this puppy all oiled, greased, and put back together, it's time to fill it up with fresh gas and make sure it's working. Take your snowblower outside and test both handles under normal operation. If either handle doesn't work, you'll need to adjust the cable. If the auger spins with the auger control disengaged, follow the steps in this video to adjust it. If the snowblower creeps forward with the drive handle disengaged, watch this video to learn how to adjust the drive control. One last tip before we go. If you want to keep your snow moving freely through the chute, you can spray the chute and auger housing with Teflon snow repellent. Here's a link to where you can find some. Hey, thanks for watching. Check out the other videos here on the Sears PartsDirect YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe.